Hello everyone, welcome back to Torque Throttle News. I'm Tian Jans van Rensburg and I will be taking you through the latest motorcycle news around the world. From Ducati's new Monster, KTM's new RC model, Norton's comeback models, BMW's stance on electric motors, cycles and the Z650S. Let's get into it. The legendary Monster from Ducati has been reimagined. According to the announcement, the 5th generation of the Monster is here. It uses a brand new 890cc V-twin engine delivering 111 horsepower, 91 Nm of torque, with 70% of torque available at 3000 rpm. Ducati claims it's the lightest twin-cylinder engine ever at 54.4 kgs, contributing to a dry weight of 175 kgs, 4 kgs lighter than the previous model. The signature 3-arch fly line remains, but the styling is sharper with LED lighting, a more aggressive tank and improved ergonomics. 4 riding modes: Sport, Touring, Urban and Wet. 4 power modes: High, Medium, City, Low. Quick Shift 2.0 up and down, a new TFT display with smartphone capability. Ducati is blending heritage and modern tech. The Monster remains pure but with serious upgrades. For riders in South Africa, this could mean a more competitive offering in the naked sport segment. In South Africa as well as globally, we've got a massive Ducati fan base. However, the average naked bike you'll see in South Africa on the roads might end up being either a Honda or a BMW. So this new Monster might just do the thing so that we see more Ducatis on the road over here. Up next we have KTM that has unveiled the 2026 990 RCR. Here is what we know from the official technical specification sheet. It's powered by a 947cc liquid-cooled parallel twin, which is Euro plus 5 compliant, kicking out around 128 horsepower and 103 Nm of torque. It's got a 6-speed gearbox. The chassis is a chrome moly steel frame using the engine as a stressed element. Suspension brakes: front we have WP Apex 480 open cartridge forks. Rear we've got a WP Apex monoshock. Travel is 147mm in the front, 143 in the rear. Brakes we've got front disc 320mm with dual radially mounted 4-piston caliper. Rear disc is 240mm with a 1-piston caliper from Brembo on both sides. Seat height is going to be 845mm. Tank capacity is 15.7 liters. Ground clearance is going to be 163mm. Without fuel 184, fully fueled 195 kgs. I for one really do hope that the 990 RCR is a big success for KTM and Bajaj following all KTM's troubles over the last year or so. I also enjoy my track days and I would really like to see one of these at a track day, and as well as experiencing on the road for myself, KTM South Africa. Here's a brand that we really don't see in South Africa. However, Norton Motorcycle has given us an early glimpse of the future by revealing the names of 3 upcoming models ahead of the full reveal at EICMA in Milan. The names are Manx, something like that, Manx R and Atlas. Why this is interesting: Norton is clearly signaling a shift into multiple segments: naked, sport and adventure, rather than relying purely on retro nostalgia. The Atlas name being used for adventure models suggests that they are entering a hot territory where demand remains strong. Keep Norton on your radar with these new bikes. They might come up with something interesting. The next story: Kawasaki has launched a Z650S with upgraded ergonomics and tech. Some of the highlights include the same engine as the Z650, a 649cc liquid-cooled parallel twin tuned for a strong low to mid-range torque. Ergonomic upgrades: foot pegs repositioned, a wider handlebar, a front seat about 15mm higher, rear seat wider with more cushion for comfort for the pillion, Tech upgrades: the new 4.3 TFT display with 2 tachometer display options, automatic ambient light adjusted, smartphone connectivity. And then the styling: aggressive front cowl with 3 LED lamps, sharper bodywork. Kawasaki is enhancing one of its middleweight naked bikes to appeal to both new and experienced riders with comfort, tech and style. For South African riders looking at value for money, naked bikes, this could be a strong contender. Let me know in the comments if the Z650S is tickling your fancy, or do you like something else, like let's say maybe a Honda Hornet. Moving into adventure territory, CFMOTO is reportedly gearing up to reveal a 1000 MTX at this year's EICMA show. While details are still under wraps, early reports suggest it'll feature a brand new inline triple engine making 111 horsepower, squarely targeted at premium adventure bikes like the BMW R1300 GS and the Honda African Twin. It will be down on power if it only comes out with 111 horsepower compared to the current GS, which is kicking out around 140 plus. While if that power plant and chassis package deliver and CFMOTO keeps pricing competitive, this could be a serious disruptor in the big bore ADV market. We'll know more once the official reveal happens in Milan, so keep an eye out for this one. The Chinese are coming. You're also welcome to let me know in the comments if you think the MTX 1000 is going to have any effect on, let's say, the Honda African Twin or the BMW GS's market share, as I do think they're going to find it a little bit harder to compete in the higher displacement categories of the adventure market compared to the low and mid-range displacement categories. Finally, BMW Motorrad CEO Markus Flasch made headlines last week with some surprising old-school statements. He confirmed that BMW has no immediate plans to build electric motorcycles or enter the motocross scene. Despite BMW's massive resources in EV tech, Flasch said current customer demand simply isn't there, especially for full-size electric bikes. He also noted BMW doesn't see value in developing motocross machines, saying they are to stay focused on road and touring segments where they already dominate. That said, he hinted that BMW is working on something smaller than its current liter class superbike lineup. So perhaps a middleweight sport machine in the works, or it could just be rolling out the G310 RR that's being sold in India to other markets. I for one agree with BMW CEO, as we've seen big other brands, Harley-Davidson coming to mind, that made themselves big the whole electric bike rabbit hole that they went down into. We can see that in LiveWire's shares and the fact that LiveWire isn't being seen as being a part of Harley anymore. So yeah, let me know if you think BMW is right by not going down the electric motorcycle rabbit hole. They obviously got their electric scooters, but yeah, the fact that they're not going down that path, I don't know, maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. You know, by 2030, all the car manufacturers wanted to go full electric. They've all abandoned those plans. So, yeah, let's see if it works out for them. But please let me know what is your stance on it, as well as what is your stance with them not doing any motocross bikes. I remember the BMW 450, I think at one stage, was a proper off-roader and purpose-built, but there hasn't been anything since that. And we've seen Triumph buy out a motocross brand and are now pushing out their own motocross specific motorcycles. So do you think it's a opportunity lost, or smart of them to keep doing which they are good at? So that's it for the news. Ducati's Monster, KTM's new track and street bike, Norton's new names, Kawasaki's Z650S, and CFMOTO's ambitions to take on the big boys, and BMW's stance on electric motorcycles. Yeah, as I said, let me know in the comments what you think of the latest news. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and then we'll catch you in the next review or in the next news video. Enjoy your day. At Propulsio Brokerworks, we don't just offer financial advice. We protect what matters and help your money grow. From short-term insurance that keeps your assets safe to business cover that protects your livelihood, we've got you covered. Add expert investment and retirement planning, and you get one trusted partner for every single stage of life and business. Propulsio Brokerworks. Financial clarity, real protection, real results. Visit propulsio.co.za or call us today.